Disaster management. Disaster. In July 2014, the whole village of Malian in Ambegaon Taluka of Pune district was destroyed in a matter of minutes due to a landslide. Many got buried under the heaps of soil and stone and lost their lives. In November 2015, many people died due to the flooding caused by heavy rains in Tamil Nadu. In 1993, many people died due to the earthquake at Kilari in Latur district. Even today, people of Mumbai shudder at the memory of July 2005 when many people had lost their lives in the deluge caused by heavy rains. What is a disaster? A sudden event that causes large-scale damage to life and property and social aspects of a nation or society is called a disaster. How and why do the following disasters occur? Flood due to heavy rains, an earthquake, lightning, a volcano eruption, etc. Forest fire, increased risk due to high density of population in a limited area, rampant and irregular constructions, illogical imbalance, terrorism, riots and crimes resulting in bomb explosion, assaults, fire and accidents, etc. Disasters are of two kinds, man-made and natural disasters. Earthquake. Movement in the interior of the earth release tremendous amount of energy. This causes seismic waves leading to movement of the earth's surface like tremors, shaking, cracking up, etc. Such vibrance or quaking in the earth's crust is known as earthquake. It is believed that besides the causes, man-made causes like mining and construction of big dams and can also lead to earthquakes. Effects of earthquake are destruction of infrastructure, building, bridges, roads, etc., tracks, etc. Change in the direction of flow of river, huge loss of life and property. Floods. A frequent occurring natural disaster in all parts of the world is flood. Due to excessive rains in some same place, a river overflows its bank causing a flood. The water drainage system in big cities falls short and where there is a heavy rainfall, resulting in choking of gutters and drainage lines. Overwater flows on the roads and surrounding areas and even enters nearby houses. Effects of flood are huge loss of life and property, soil erosion, destruction of standing crops. After effects of flood, like spreading of diseases and epidemic affecting the health of people. Storms. The formation of high and low pressure belts in the atmosphere causes changes in weather resulting in strong winds or storm. Effects of storm are great damage to life and property, great damage in the storm affected region, disruption of electric supply, disruption of transport and communication. Forest fire. A forest fire is an uncontrolled fire in a forest, pasture or grassland due to natural or man-made causes. Forest fire spreads at a tremendous speed. The effects of forest fire are great damage to natural wealth and biodiversity, pollution of air. Disaster management. Community participation and disaster management are closely related. Taking steps to prevent disaster, making plans to face disasters, and developing the capacity for that is called disaster management. To prevent or reduce damage caused by natural or man-made disasters, emergency planning and management is required. Always remember, during a disaster, helping and supporting each other is a moral responsibility. Remedial and preventive measures. Let us see what precautions we can take before or an event of a natural disaster or a man-made disaster. Keep watching TV and radio news and bulletins. Use battery-operated radios and mobiles. Heed the warning issued by Meteorological Department carefully. Use our website www.imd.gov.in. Landslides occur in hilly areas due to cloudburst or heavy rains. On such occasion, do not take shelter at the foot of a hill. During floods, do not linger in houses or areas on river. Seek place in other safe places. Move to safer places at a greater height. Do not step in the water currents or drive a vehicle into them. During an earthquake, road splits up, the ground cracks, railway tracks get uprooted. Hence, when moving from one place to another, ensure that the road is safe further on. Take shelter in relief camps as they provide medicines, food packets, drinking water, first aid, etc. To get protection from fire, use fire extinguishers in public places like schools, hospitals, railway stations, etc. First aid. In day-to-day life, sometimes we have to face disaster or accidents of varying proportion. On such occasion, it is necessary to give some immediate aid even when before medical treatment becomes available. External breathing. If a person is bleeding, make him first sit or lie down comfortably. Keep the bleeding part of your body above the level of heart and clean it with water. burns and scalds, minor burns. The injured part should be washed with water or held under water. Give the victim water to drink. Clean the wound using a cotton swab soaked in an antiseptic solution. Do not apply oily ornaments. Cover the wound using a dry dressing. Serious burns. Give emotional support. Cover the wounds with sterilizing cloth. Remove jewelry, shoes, etc. if easily possible. Do not touch or burst the blisters on the skin. Do not apply oily ornaments. Do not try to remove the clothes if it is stuck to the burned skin. If the patient is conscious, give water to drink but avoid tea or coffee or other stimulating drinks. Get medical aid at once. Sunstroke. When we work in sun continuously for a long time, the body loses a lot of water and minerals. That is reason for sunstroke. Remedial measures are take the patient to a cool place or in the shade. Sponge the whole body with cool water. Take Place a cloth soaked in water on the neck. Give plenty of water or liquids like sherbet to drink. If the patient feels like vomiting, make him lie prone on her abdomen with her neck turned to one side. Get medical help or shift the patient to a hospital. Snake bite. There are nearly 2,000 species of snake. Of these, only a few like cobras, scarabs, vipers, and sea snakes are poisonous, which can result in death. Therefore, all snake bites are not fatal. However, fear causes psychological shock which can result in death. If you come across a snake, contact a Sapa Mitra rather than killing the snake at once. Remedial measures are wash the wound with water, give emotional support to the patient, tie a cloth tightly above the wound, get medical aid at once. Dog bite. In a dog bite, there is risk of infection through the blood. Hence, first aid and medical help are necessary. Remedial measures: wash the wound with a solution of potassium permanganate or other antiseptic. Cover the wound with a clean and dry cloth. Get the doctor's help and an injection of the anti-rabies vaccine. What we have learned: a sudden calamity is known as disaster. Disasters can be man-made or natural. Alertness and immediate action are necessary on such occasion. Effective disaster management and use of remedial measures can help the reduce of losses. Every person should know have safety precaution and first aid.